Story number 1 of Hurlbut's Story of the Bible. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Hurlbut's Story of the Bible by Jesse Lyman Hurlbut, Part 3. How Saul saved the eyes of the men of Jabesh. 1 Samuel 11:1 to 12:25. Saul was now the king of all the 12 tribes of Israel, but he did not at once in his manner of life set up the state of a king. He lived at home and worked in the fields on his father's farm, just as he had always done. One day, while Saul was plowing in the field with a yoke of oxen, a man came running with sad news. He said that the Ammonites, a fierce people living near the desert on the east, beyond the Jordan, had come up against Jabesh in Gilead, led by their king Nahash. The people in that city were too few to fight the Ammonites, and they said, "We will submit to your rule if you will promise to spare our lives." And Nahash, the king of the Ammonites, said to the people of Jabesh, "You shall live, but within 7 days I will come with my soldiers, and I will put out the right eye of every man in your city." When a city was taken by its enemies in those times, such cruel deeds were common. Often all the people in it, young and old, were slain without mercy. The men of Jabesh sent a messenger to go to Saul as swiftly as possible, and to tell them of the terrible fate that was hanging over them. When Saul heard of it, the spirit of a king rose within him. He killed the oxen that he was driving, cut them into 12 pieces, and sent swift messengers through all the land, to say to every fighting man in the 12 tribes, "Whoever will not come out after Saul and after Samuel, so shall it be done to his oxen." And the Lord gave to all the people the spirit of obedience to their king. At once a great army gathered at a place called Bezek, and he sent word to Jabesh, saying, "Tomorrow, by the time the sun is hot, you will be set free from all fear of the Ammonites." Saul and his men marched swiftly over the mountains of Benjamin and down into the Jordan Valley. They walked across the river, where it was shallow, and climbed the mountains of Gilead. There they fell furiously upon the Ammonites early in the morning, killed many of them, and scattered the rest, so that not even 2 of their men could be found together. We read in the last story that when Saul was made king, some men were not pleased and were unwilling to submit to him. Now that a great victory had been won under Saul as leader.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?